everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are not new here, if you are new here, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, drop a comment, and then at the end of the video, still come back and drop another comment for the culture. Today we are going to be talking about 23 lessons I've learned since becoming a boy mom at 23. Yes, you heard that right. It's not for the weak.
Oh my God!
So number one, nothing and no one can prepare you for motherhood. No matter what they tell you or how they tell it to you, you cannot be prepared. You will never be prepared. You can try to prepare, but that preparedness can never be enough for what your eyes is going to see. And I'm not saying that is necessarily a bad thing, but it's just what it is. You're gonna see something. Two, parenting is sweet, but when money enter, it is sweeter. Have you seen the price of baby food? Have you seen the price of baby clothes? Like these people, they treat this baby industry just like they treat wedding industry. They know that it's your happy day, you're happy with your child. So you just want to be spending as you have it. Everything feels overpriced. But guess what? They're still gonna go and buy it. Every time we go out and we see a cute dress, or a cute outfit, or a cute shirt, or whatever, we're gonna buy it for our child. Next, say goodbye to good sleep. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Because at least for the first 18 to 24 months, you're not gonna sleep well. You wake up for night feedings, baby will cry for no reason, you will back them, you will rock them, you will wear them on your body. You will do a lot.
My head is splitting, man.
Sorry.
Oh God.
But guess what? You're still not gonna see good sleep to sleep. Unless maybe if you have a living nanny or younger sibling, just somebody who takes that part of it off of you. Laziness cannot survive where childcare is. That's number one. Number three, no matter how lazy you are, again, except you just have a lot of money and a lot of help, and even then, it's just see, you can't be lazy because children work doesn't finish. From washing their clothes, to washing their bottles, to making their food, to preparing their bed, to making sure that they're not trying to unalive themselves, to keeping them clean, to keeping the house clean so that they will not go and eat the wrong thing. My G, prepare.
Oh my God.
Another thing to note, another thing that is important to note, our parents, that our parents that we used to have many parties to say about them, that they could have done this better, they could have done that better, they could have, they are heroes. When they were saying not all heroes were kept, they knew what they were saying.
President, General.
Our parents are the hero with our keep because they tried. This parenting thing don't used to finish you from the beginning until the end of life. Once you born a child, you have the child and you're a parent for life. Number six, experienced mothers and even people that have no business saying anything about parenting will tell you that can't give birth to every child that you want to give birth to at once. Just give birth to all of them back to back, so that when you now finish giving birth, you will now rest. Please and please, just do it at your own pace as much as you can. If you don't feel ready for the next one, don't rush yourself because another person is coming to say, oh, do everything at once. If you want to do everything at once, by all means, go for it. But if you are still feeling conflicted, you're still trying to get yourself back and you want to wait a little bit, don't allow anybody to pressure you. Number seven, you will become a professional water boiler and washer. Yes, you will boil water for everything and you will wash things. You wash clothes, you wash bottles, you will wash and wash and wash and wash. I mean, if you're not Yoruba, ask any Yoruba person around you to translate for you. Whenever somebody just gives birth or somebody goes to do something called omugwo, which is when a mother or an elder female relative comes to stay with you after you give birth, Yoruba people will always be greeting them, Eku Owolomi. That means well done for your hand inside water, because your hand will not come out for that water. Your hand will always be inside water, using it for everything. Number eight, it takes a village to raise a child is the truest saying in the history of true sayings in this world. If you don't have village and you're trying to raise a child, your eyes is going to see something. Even if you have village, your eyes is still going to see a lot. Shege banza, yes. But if you don't have that village, just try and have the village. Try and have it. Because if you don't have it, I don't know what to say to you. You're gonna break into two, and there'll be nobody to save you. You will still have to put yourself back together like Humpty Dumpty couldn't, and carry on. Because that child is not going to take care of itself. It's dependent on you. Number nine, your baby, your boy child will pee on you and everything in sight. If you remove the pampers and you don't quickly put it back on, he will pee. He will pee and he will smile at you. Or he will go and look away. He's going to look away and do as if nothing happened. You're just going to be like, what's going on? How did I get here? What was really this? What's happening in this arena? You don't know. All you know is that now somebody's pee is on you. So to be forewarned is to be forearmed. Number 10, your body will change and you must learn to love it even as you plan to work on it, if you plan to work on it. Some people, their body will change, they add in all the right places, and you're like, oh, I love this, I don't want to change anything about it. Some people's body will change and they'll be like looking in the mirror and wanting to burst into tears, right? In as much as you may feel that way, you just need to still love yourself in every stage that you are in as you work to get back the body that you desire to have. Number 11, you are stronger than you think. No matter how strong you think you are, no matter how weak you think you are, when you have a child, especially a boy child that is really active, you're going to realize the level of strength that you never knew was possible for you to have. Because the things that you're going to have to do, the way your body is going to stretch, the way that you're going to be strained physically, mentally, emotionally, every that you can think of, you're going to be stretched, right? And you're going to survive it. That's also important to note. That's when you will now realize how strong you really are. Yeah. So you're very, 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 very strong. And you can do it because you're already here. What else are you going to do? Are you going to run away? No. So you have to do it. 12. This one is a little bit controversial, but I'm going to say it anyway. Crying does not kill a child. Like, I'm not saying leave your child and let them cry their lungs out. There are just times that you will be extremely exhausted. You will be burnt out. You will be at your wit's end. You don't know what to do anymore. You just feel like disappearing off the face of the earth for 1 hour so you can breathe without being responsible for a little human that is completely dependent on you. But you can't go anywhere. And in that moment, instead of acting out or like becoming, you know, ill tempered towards your child, in that moment, sometimes the best thing you can do is to put your child in a safe place where you can still see them or where you can still monitor them, maybe with a baby monitor, and just take some minutes. And that child is not going to die because they're crying. But you also will keep your sanity. So crying does not kill a child. And also, if you are sleep training your child too, you are going to have to make peace with the fact that this child is going to cry sometimes until they get used to sleeping at the right time without excessive consolation like patting them on the back or breastfeeding them or waking up every few hours to feed them. 13, it doesn't get easier. I'm really, 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 really sorry to break it to you. Maybe when my child is like 5 or 10, I will have a different opinion. But right now, what I've experienced, what I've seen, it doesn't get easier. The only thing that happens is that one phase ends and another begins, right? So if, for example, your child no longer wakes up at night and you now get to sleep through the night, okay, you go and register them in daycare, you register them in school. Then you have to be waking up really, really early to prepare them for that school. And you also have to prepare the night before to make sure that you don't have to spend 5 billion years preparing them for the school. Guess what? You stopped waking up at night, but now you have to wake up extremely early and you have to juggle a billion things to remember to get them ready for school every single day that is not the weekend. 14. Exclusive breastfeeding is great. It is really, really amazing if you can do it. But if you cannot do it, don't kill yourself. Like the world is literally not going to end if you are doing combination feeding where you breastfeed them and you also give them some formula, or if you only are able to give them formula, or if your baby stops taking breast milk, or some people their baby will even be taking breast milk, but they will only be taking the one that you express and put in a bottle. Like people's experiences are different. Don't beat yourself up just because you cannot exclusively breastfeed. Personally, I did a combination. I breastfed my baby, but I also used to express a lot of milk for him and he used formula. By the way, some people cannot even always afford to be buying formula as much as a baby will need, right? But then they also cannot exclusively breastfeed. So instead of even just doing the regular exclusive, I mean the regular breastfeeding plus formula, they will start incorporating some other things really early that generally doctors may say don't, but because they can't afford it, they're doing their best, right? So just shut out the noise and do the best you can for your child. 15, it is easy, very, very easy to lose yourself and your drive. But what I'm just here to tell you is that it is okay to rest and reset before getting back up and continuing along with your dreams, right? I'm not saying, take too long and then just become like a descal or something. But if you're somebody who has big dreams and you just realize that your drive has reduced, or you just feel so weak to work on your goals because of how much of a toll motherhood has taken on you, it is okay to rest a bit before you get yourself together and continue. Like, you're not a bad person, you're not terrible, and you've not become lazy. You are just recovering from something that is literally life threatening, from something that literally put you in between life and death, and you came back. Your child came back. You guys are roughing it. You are walking through the thick of it. So don't put too much pressure on yourself to immediately bounce back. Healing and recovery is a gradual process. 16. everybody, 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 their brother, sister, mother, father, and uncle is gonna have an opinion about your parenting. Do your own research and do what is best for you and your child. Do what is best for your family. Be open to learning. Oh, I'm not saying like shut people out or like form as if you know it all. But just know that everybody has an opinion, and sometimes they're just going to try and impose that on you, not because it's actually what is best for you, but because that is what they know. Which is why you need to do your own research, listen to experts, ask questions, join groups, join communities. But when it comes down to it, do what is best for your family. 17. You cannot think as selfishly as before. You actually cannot think as selfishly as before anymore, because you have to consider your child every single time you want to make a decision, no matter how little it is. If you want to go out tomorrow, you have to plan, okay, where's my child going to stay? Who's going to be my child? How are they going to be safe? How do I keep tabs on them? Can I even go for this outing? You have to think about all the logistics around it. Okay, if you are not leaving your child with somebody, how are you going to move with your child to keep them as safe as possible? Their food, their well-being, the heat will not finish them. Every single thing you have to think about, even when you're traveling or not, or even staying at home all day. Every single decision revolves around keeping that child safe and as comfortable as possible. 18. You have to consciously make the decision to rest and unwind, because problem no dey finish. Problem don't do usually finish. From one problem to another problem. And when I say problem, I don't mean like literal wahala every single time, but like there's always issues coming up. There's always things to be done. There will always be a chore that is not done. There will always be something to do. If you yourself don't say, you know what, hold it, and take a few minutes, or take a day, or take a few hours, you are never going to rest. You're going to be working around the clock, and there will always be something to do. 19. You have to get used to your house not being clean all the time. Like, you literally have to get used to messiness sometimes. I'm not saying be dirty or like be a pig, but like there will be times that you arrange your house 5 times, 6 times in one day, because your child has started moving around, they've started rolling, they've started moving things. They will try and scatter the house. In fact, sometimes it will be as if they're trying to unalive themselves. You have to be conscious of them all the time, and you have to be rearranging things that are scattering it. But sometimes you'll be exhausted, the child will be exhausted, everybody's tired, and the house is a mess. In that moment, you have to decide, do I get my rest now and do this thing later, or do I do it now and miss my window for rest? Especially if your child is sleeping too. Me, I will say take that window for rest. When you wake up, you can always continue. Not every time, oh, but like sometimes, especially when you know you're already at your wit's end and your mental bandwidth is remaining zero. 20. Your child will be clingy sometimes, especially when they start approaching that 1 year, 1 year plus. They will be clingy. I don't know if it's just a boy thing. I don't have a female child yet, but what I've seen, like they'll become so clingy when they start seeing you doing the things that you usually do when you're planning to go out. They'll already be at alert. They'll be standing, looking at you, trying to follow you, trying to like tag along, trying to hold your leg, because they can already sense that you're about to leave. Or like when you go and hand them over to another person, like they will be upset, they will, throw a tantrum or something. Those things will happen, right? So you need to be prepared for it. And you also need to be prepared for when it stops, so that you will not feel too emotionally detached. 21. Baby milestones are very, very, very emotional. From when they start learning to roll, to crawling, to walking, to coming to hug you, to learning to even say their first words, baba, mama. Like, bro, you're going to want to cry. Even when you decide to win your child and they actually successfully, like you successfully do it, like you're going to feel a little bit of guilt. You're going to feel emotional that, oh my God, this thing that was such a part of our bonding experience for a long time has suddenly gone. Like you would even question yourself, you'd be like, should I continue? Even if you were really, really desperate to stop because of the physical toll it took on your body, you're going to start feeling like, oh, should I continue? Should I have continued? Like, what's going on? Oh my God, I can't bother my child in this way anymore. It's totally normal. It happened to me. I don't know if it's going to happen to everybody, but it's also up to you to decide whether you want to continue or whether you want to stop. But always think about what's best for your child and what's also best for you so that you can show up as your best self as a mother for your child. 22, and this is actually one of the most important, if not the most important ones. Marry somebody or have a child with somebody that wants to be a father, not just somebody who wants a child or a son. Like, because there's a difference. Somebody who really wants to be a father will be hands on, will be present, will be helpful, will not allow you to burn out before they say, oh, I need to be present with this person and understand that parenting is a two-way street, right? But somebody who just wants a child, they're happy that you have a child. Oh, they love the child. They love the idea of of being somebody's parent. But like the presence, the action part of it is zero. They think that it is only your responsibility as per you're a babe, you're nurturing, you're the one that is in charge of emotional well-being, you're the one that is taking care of everybody's feeling. My dear, take this advice to her, take it very serious if you don't have any child yet. Because ask the people that have, that's all I'm going to say. Ask them and find out. Ask the people yourself. You don't have to go far, you don't have to go to social media. You're gonna find out some things. And lastly, regardless of the hard times and times where I get overwhelmed, I would actually do it all over again in a heartbeat to have this child that I have right now, because he is literally one of the greatest blessings of my life, and I cannot now imagine a life without having him as my child. So it's a very fulfilling experience. It's not always roses and flower petals and kisses in the sun, but it's amazing. Thank you for watching. If you have any other thing to add, drop them in the comment section. And if you have any questions as well, drop them in the question in the comment. Drop them in the comment section. And like I said, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. Share to your friends. Share to your enemies. Share to your frenemies. Share to the people that are about to cut off. Share to your potential or current partner so they can know that this was up. Thanks. Bye.